Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to Minecraft. Let's build this wall, I guess. Alright, so what do I do? The part that I understand is fences, first of all. So the land wall, or the wall on the land border, this stuff. Fences here. And then a roof on top with the tuff, right? So this way, and so on. How do we feel about this? That's pretty good. I don't think this actually stops arrows. I think you can shoot an arrow through this. We don't really expect to have skeletons. I don't think. Let's get on top. So, fences. Bro. Alright, thank you. Oh, during the week, I marked out where the compost bins are gonna be. So the snow blocks stacked up, 2 blocks high. I put a grid of snow blocks, so that's where the compost bins are gonna be. The villagers, the farmers, they will search for harvestable crops within a radius of 9 blocks from where they are. And so that's 9, and then 9, and then the next one. So when they go to the job block, and then around them there'll be the wheat, right? The idea is that they'll harvest the wheat. So there are some spaces that are beyond 9 blocks, so it's like from there, for example, this stuff here is past 9 blocks. So if they're harvesting and they're going in a direction, they'll eventually get to there, and then they'll harvest the other stuff. But they won't harvest like that block, for example. They won't harvest that from there because it's too far away. So they have to step their way there through other harvested blocks. What I'm trying to say is it's not 100% efficient, but it'll work mostly. There are like bits in the corners that they will not pass fine to unless they pass fine to other blocks first. Not a big deal. Oh, wait a minute. I need this to be there, like that, because it's gonna be stair and then slab, right? Alright, so I'm gonna put one more layer on top, actually. Oops. So we're gonna use villagers to farm, right? So, in between, there's gonna have to be beds. Beds, compost bins, probably like a little hut. 4 beds in the hut, and then they'll go to the 4 compost bins. So in between each set of 4, probably, maybe, I guess. That's the plan so far. But that's for later. Oh, and then there's gonna have to be lightning rods on top of each hut. I have worked this out, and the spacing does work. Probably. Oh crap. Oh no! I'm stuck. Lightning rods are important because if lightning strikes a villager, it turns into a witch. We don't want that to happen. So you have to make sure the lightning does not hit the villagers, ever. Okay, so there's that stuff. It's a fence. And then... I can't reach there because it's 3.5 blocks. So let me do 2. And then I'll come back and do the 3rd on top. Well... no, because I can step down. So I can't reach there? No. Or can I reach there? Maybe I can reach there. Ooh, that sucked. Let's not do that. Let's just stay with the plan. I'll come back. Let me try and remember. Oh, that's strange. Just went into beacon range. I wonder if I should stop that. Like the FOV changes. On one hand, it's kind of useful to know that you have the beacon buff. On the other hand, it's disconcerting a little bit. You can change it so that when you're sprinting and... oh man. And when you have like a speed buff, you don't change the FOV. Maybe I should do that. And then we have this bit. Alright, let me do this, and we'll come back and do the other bit. Because it goes underneath the track to the Prismarine farm. And then we lost the speed buff again. I guess not too bad, the flipping of the view angle. Okay. Now where was that misplaced? Misplaced one. There. Right. Mm. Right. Okay. So far, so good. I use a lot of that use a lot of fences, huh? I probably have enough. Maybe I don't have enough. Oops. Half. Tough stairs. As opposed to flimsy stairs. Tough stairs. And it's gonna be a lot of those as well. How many do you think? This many? Kinda concerned about making too many of these. Let's go with that. Let's not get too crazy. And I think I'll do this from the ground. Or no? And then right? So in Japanese architecture, I'm just trying to think if it's Chinese as well. I can't really think of that many Chinese examples. You have walls that are quite small, like small walls like this, and they have a roof on it. They have a little roof on a small wall. And I'm actually not sure if it's decorative, if it's structural, if it's like weatherproofing, like waterproofing, or if it like a practical function, like maybe you have a place to walk and it's covered from the rain. Like if it's raining, for example, you just walk underneath the little roof by the fence. I don't know why they put the wall on it. It could be a mixture of everything. I mean, it looks nice, right? You have a house, the house has a roof, and you have a fence around the house, and the fence also has a little roof. That's kind of, you know. Right, it looks good. But why really did it do it? Because it is an expense, right? Putting like a tile roof on your fence, it's money that you don't have to spend. So I'm just thinking, like, what is the reason? Kamen Rider says, makes sense from a protection standpoint because a lot of walls were made of mud and wood. Yes. But even for protection, it doesn't have to be that elaborate, is what I'm trying to say. Some of these, I mean, it could be both, right, Carmen? It could be like a practical thing, and then they made it also decorative, because why not, right? So it's not only one thing, probably. You're definitely right that it is protective. Carmen says you need, it might as well make it look good. Yeah. More stairs. So I am gonna use all this stuff. Oops. What am I? And then that part. I wonder if it'd be easier on top than down here. No, because you have to lean over the edge to put the stairs on the fence. All right. Well, in Minecraft, it's spider-proofing. Talking about practical. In Minecraft, the reason I'm doing it is so that spiders can't climb over there, right? It just gets stuck on there. There's no giant spider proofing in real life in Japan. Or maybe there is. Protecting houses against giant spiders. Hmm. Will that drop off? Well, can I? Yes, but I can't get that. Hmm. Alright, that's not gonna work anymore. Let me move this. Where was that block? Here? So is it better up here or no? This is also awkward. Or maybe it's not awkward, look at that. Maybe this is easier.